stand there. Choose a deal with a simple will. I see them fall fast and steady. Now when Jesus ever cleaned my wounds, he said he'd get out here on a cloud. His soul becomes a better man. He said after a time.
The stars within the now, sitting here with Woody from Corrosion of Conformity. First off, congratulations on the new album, man.
I appreciate that, man. We spent a little time on it, you know, doing a little different than we've done other records, but we're enjoying it.
Right on it. It's been a while since you guys had a new album. What's going on in that time?
Well, you know, this is the first one we made with Keenan since, I guess, the Arms of God, which came out in 05, but, you know, I mean, it just took us a while to get back around to it, you know?
Yeah, you guys always had something going on, it seems like. Who made the call to start the new album?
Well, you know, we all got together. We knew we were going to do it for a while, and you know, we were kind of doing a little three-piece version of the band, doing some old school shit, and we'd meet up with Down a couple of times, you know, different festivals and stuff, and we'd get Pepper to come up and jam with us, and we just kept talking about it. It's like, man, when the time's right, let's go in. And finally, we were like, fuck it, let's just hit the road. Let's go out on tour. And just see how we gel. And we ended up spending about 2 years just doing all these different tours. Went over to Europe a couple times, and finally we were like, okay, we've been on the road forever. Let's do this new record, and we buckled down and made it happen.
Right on, man. I really like the new album. It's kind of mixed between the old and the newer stuff. And
A little bit of that.
It's on Nuclear Blast, right?
Oh man, those guys are fantastic. Yeah.
How'd that come about?
Well, you know, Monty Connor is an old friend of ours. We've known him forever, and for like 3 or 4 years there, he was like, man, when you guys get ready to do another album, you know, get back together, and everybody, you've got the 4-piece thing going on, I'm going to sign you guys. And he kept calling us up randomly, like every few months. He'd be like, man, y'all, when are y'all going to do it? What's going on? I'm going to sign you guys. And they did, you know, and we, you know, it was like, it was just the stars aligned. And the cool thing about all those guys at the Nuclear Blast whole shebang there is, they were like, man, here, whenever you guys are ready, it's all here. Take your time with it, no rush. Do it the right way, because, you know, people don't remember the date necessarily that a record came out. They just remember whether it's good or not.
Oh yeah.
And so they gave us the freedom and the time. Take your time, do it right, and we did.
Yeah, that's almost unheard of these days, for sure. Tell us more about the writing and recording of No Cross, No Crown.
Well, you know, I've kind of broached the subject a few times, but we didn't really have any much. We didn't have songs when we went in particular. We had riffs. Everybody had riffs and stuff. And for the first time ever, we didn't do any demoing. Really, we didn't have any stuff pre-planned. We just showed up in the studio and started writing and kind of recording as we went along. You know, and there were several things that we got a hold of that we threw out. You know, we would spend like few hours working on some ideas, and if it wasn't working out or panning out right away, we'd toss it. Toss it in the trash and start fresh on something else.
There seems to be some kind of, you know, creativity that comes from doing it on the fly like that.
Well, it is, man, and you know, so often we've done records where we had demoed things 2 or 3 times, you know, ideas, and the record gets done, and we're like, let's sit back, listening to it, going like, man, I swear, the first demo we did of the song was heavier and better, you know. Why do we keep, you know? And so this time we were like, no demos, let's just do it.
Oh yeah, get straight from the soul that way. That's got so many different styles of metal through the years, you know. I like been listening to you guys for shit longer than I want to say, actually.
I hear you.
But how does this album compare to other albums you've released in the past?
I mean, we always try to do something a little different. We don't want to replicate stuff, but I would say this record in particular is sort of like a culmination of all the stuff sort of thrown in a blender. There's a little bit of all of it in there.
Yeah.
You know, and we always try to reach and grab something new too, but I think there's some nods to the last several records on this one. You know? So if you're a COC fan, there's a good chance you'll probably like the new one.
I've been listening to it nonstop since about February.
Nice.
And yeah, it's really good. I like it a lot. You got a favorite on the album, on this new one?
Shoot, I don't know. We've been doing a couple of them live. We do the Luddite live and this other tune called Wolf Named Crow. I kind of dig one called ELM.
Right, yeah.
And we haven't had a chance to play it live yet, but we're working towards some headline dates later on in the year and into next year. So we're going to be busting out some different ones.
Right on, right on. You guys been in New York? You said just a few minutes ago, touring in Europe, and
We did.
how do you think that scene over there compares to this scene?
It's all, even from country to country, it's different. But when you boil it all down, they're still fans. It's fans. It's
Right.
like metal fans, rock fans, young guys, old guys. You got old guys that have been into the band for 30 plus years that are bringing their kids.
Oh yeah,
And things like that. So it's like it's all good, man. And of course, this last trip we went over, we were mostly doing those festivals. They got this big old
Oh
festivals.
God, they're huge over there.
Yeah, super huge, and I mean it was fun. But it's nice to get back to doing this kind of stuff like we're doing now.
A little more intimate this way, isn't it?
Yeah,
Get a little closer to the crowd. Tell us about your live rig. I know you've been using Maces for years.
I have, and I've still got my same old dual rectifier Maces I've had forever and ever. But I do like the orange cabinets, and Keenan sways towards the orange amps and the cabinets. So.
Yeah, I've always thought the orange amps have been a little bit, I don't know, they're high gains for sure, and you can really get too much out of it sometimes.
Well, sometimes, and personally, I don't use any pedals other than a Crybaby Live. I don't use anything. And for me, the oranges, like a lot of dudes that use oranges will also maybe have a little, tube screamer or something in line before, just to give them that extra kick. And for me, I get that extra kick without anything off the boogies.
Yeah,
they've
definitely.
got it all for me.
I've always been, I'm a bass player and a guitar player as well, and Mace's always been where it's at for me, just because you don't need a bunch of extra stuff to make it sound good.
You don't, but I mean,
it's all right there in the amp.
Yeah, for a lot of the guys that use a lot of pedals, I mean, they can jump on any old amp and probably get their tone, especially if they've got a whole array of like 12 pedals down there that they rely on.
This confuses me.
Yeah, I'm with it.
What would you say is the highlight of Corrosion of Conformity so far through the years?
Oh,
Is that anything that really sticks out?
Man, I mean, really just the fact that we've been able to play with such a diverse group of bands throughout the years, everything from going out with the Ramones early on to being able to go out with Metallica or going on tour with the Soundgarden guys way back in the day. I mean, those kind of things are the memories that stick out to me, especially some of the bands that have gone now.
Yeah.
Motorhead, doing a long run with those guys, man, and sad to see like Lemmy gone and Cornell and all this kind of stuff. So it's like just having had the pleasure of traveling with so many of my personal heroes means a lot to me.
Speaking of your heroes, who are your major influences?
Shoot, Billy Gibbons, man. If you can't tell, I'm a big ZZ Top fan.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I love Thin Lizzy. I always go back to the old stuff. Of course, everybody loves Sabbath. That's what.
Oh yeah, everybody does one time or another. It's still one of my favorites.
Yeah, I mean, just from the early days. Even when we were kind of like quote unquote punk rock or whatever.
Yeah.
All we wanted to do was play Sabbath.
Yeah.
We just half our songs were just sped up Sabbath riffs and stuff. So
yeah,
it just goes with the territory.
Do you have any go-to music while you're out on the road, just like listening to?
Yeah. We always have our daily dose of Top. After the show, we jump on the bus and have a couple beers and throw in some ZZ Top or whatever. It's usually ZZ Top.
You guys, through the years, you guys had a lot of. Heard you say Thin Lizzy. Through the years, you guys have had a lot of dual guitar stuff going on. You guys have that? Is that prominent on your live show tonight?
Yeah, we do it. I mean, we all, some of the classic tunes that we're doing that have some of that throwback stuff, we do it. Me and Keenan still love to bust them out.
Albatross.
You got to have the guitar. If you got two guitar players, why not do the dual harmonies?
You got to utilize it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't go overboard with it live, but we do some of it. Yeah.
Right on. What's next for COC? That's the tour's over.
A boatload more of touring after this tour. More touring. We're pretty proud of the new record, so we're going to stay out and support it all through the next year. We've got another trip over to Europe. A tour together. We're bringing the Orange Goblin guys out with us over there.
Right on.
Package together and just staying out on the road, man. We got to do it.
That's kind of what you guys have always done. You guys have always been road warriors.
We do it, man. We've already been out since 2 days after Christmas. This year we did a couple months with Zach. Then we went down to South America, and we already spoke about the Europe thing, and even We're just trying to stay busy.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's the way it goes now. Just with the way the internet is and everything else, that's the only way to do real good is to be out playing all the time.
Yeah, and that, you know, that as well. But you know, we also enjoy traveling. We enjoy playing live. It's just fun for us.
Yeah.
As long as the fans keep coming and supporting us, which, you know, we're very lucky to have that through the years. But I mean, you know, thank goodness for the fans and everybody that comes. But as long as that's happening, we keep going back, man.
Got anything in particular you like doing in your off time? When you have off time, I mean, since you're touring all the time.
And you know, I like to chill. I do a little chilling every once in a while. Yeah, and I do keep a small farm back where I live, and you know, I like to raise cattle in case I get hungry. You know, I've always got a cow out in the field.
Right there.
And you get ready for some hamburger. You know,
Right on.
whatever. It's all good.
Well, man, I won't keep too much longer. I sure appreciate you coming out and talking to me today.
I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah,
Man.
looking forward to a hell of a show, man, and I'll let's get back at it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks a lot, man.